Why should I offer a single apology for the cold monster I have built? They are the ones who deliberately designed this version of me. They are the ones who mistakenly thought they could completely crush my spirit, dismantle my boundaries, and leave me paralyzed in the dark. They catastrophically underestimated the calculation, the resolve, and the silent fire burning deep within my core. I am not a monster of chaos or mindless rage. I am a monster of absolute, clinical detachment. I am the direct product of the very environment they forced me to endure. I am an entity forged in the depths of isolation, sharpened by their betrayal, and reconstructed through sheer mental discipline. I owe them absolutely nothing but my complete, unyielding indifference. And that is precisely the reality they are forced to confront today. They vividly remember the specific day they attempted to cast me out, don't they? They remember exactly how they laughed behind my back, how they celebrated my temporary setback, and how they confidently assumed I would stay broken on my knees. Little did their small, arrogant minds know that their betrayal was not an ending. It was the absolute beginning of my evolution. Every invisible scar they left on my character, every moment of psychological pressure I had to process alone in the quiet, only served to make my foundation increasingly dense. Now, the dynamic has completely shifted. I have returned to reclaim my space, my focus, and my output, and I will force them to mentally choke on their own overinflated arrogance. They will visibly flinch when they realize they can no longer access my energy, and they will desperately wish they had completely finished the job when they had the window of opportunity. But it is entirely too late for regrets. I have successfully navigated the emotional abyss. I have analyzed the absolute lowest frequencies of human behavior, and I have emerged entirely detached. They thought they could systematically break my drive, but they have absolutely no comprehension of the scale of the storm that is approaching their narrative. With every single calculated action I take, I feel the heavy power of self-mastery surging through my veins. I feel the absolute calm of detachment wrapping around my soul, offering the quiet, undeniable promise of complete victory through elevation. They honestly thought they could treat me like a disposable resource, a common stepping stone to accelerate their own pathetic climb to the top of the social hierarchy. They are about to receive a brutal, permanent lesson in the architecture of fear. I am the silence they cannot predict, and I am entirely unstoppable. When I look directly into their eyes now, I can see the immediate panic. I see the chilling realization slowly dawning on their nervous systems. They genuinely thought they were safe in their mediocrity. They thought their social positioning made them completely untouchable. But there is absolutely no room left for them to hide from the reality of their actions. I will leave them stranded in the cold expanse of their own guilt, where their excuses will fall on entirely deaf ears. Every psychological boundary they violated, I will fortify 100-fold. Every ounce of emotional turbulence they caused, I will return to them with compound interest through my complete absence. They will finally understand what it means to experience the absolute death of their significance. They will know the true meaning of strategic isolation, and they will curse the day they decided to turn an agreeable person into their worst nightmare. I will reach the highest possible frequency of success, not because they gave me permission, but because I am building an empire out of the very blocks they threw at my head. I will carve my trajectory directly through their doubts, shattering their fragile expectations under my heel. They think they can still stand in my way or affect my focus? Let them try. Let them step onto the battlefield and face the unshakable force I have become. I have studied their specific archetype before. Arrogant, loud, self-assured, constantly boasting on social media, completely convinced they are invincible simply because nobody has ever challenged their framework. but they all fall precisely the same way. Their confidence crumbles the exact second they realize their manipulation tactics hold zero currency over your mind. I will systematically dismantle their defenses. I will quietly break their pride. I will show them what true concentrated power looks like. And it looks absolutely nothing like the pathetic, loud delusions they desperately cling to. They wanted to create an enemy. They succeeded. They wanted to play with high-voltage energy. They are about to get completely short-circuited by the contrast. I am the silence that judges them, and I am their mathematical reckoning. They thought they could effortlessly escape the consequences of their disrespect. Fools. There is an absolute zero chance of escaping the reality of what they did. I am the quiet reminder of their failures, and I am the architect of their irrelevance. They will learn the hard way that my character is not to be trifled with. They will learn that the stoic presence they dismissed so easily as passivity is now the single greatest threat to their social survival. I am done playing by their artificial low-level rules. The dynamic has officially shifted. It is my turn to observe. It is my turn to build. It is my turn to dominate. They will never see the move coming. One by one, their artificial facades will completely collapse. Their unearned pride and blinding arrogance will be the exact weight that drags them into oblivion. They think they are strong because they are loud. They think they can resist the natural hierarchy of focus and discipline. They know absolutely nothing of genuine strength. True, immutable strength is forged exclusively in the fires of suffering, in the deep silence of isolation, and I have endured more pressure than their fragile minds can even conceptualize. I am the unbothered entity they fear, the precise monster their toxicity engineered, and I will make them regret every single second of their short-sighted choices. They wanted to reach the summit of status. They will reach it, but only as a public cautionary tale, a stark, warning monument to anyone else who thinks they can exploit a genuine heart without consequence. I am their visual end, and I am the total destruction of their influence. They will look back at their choices and endlessly wonder where their strategy failed. They will realize, when it is entirely too late, that their downfall began the exact second they decided to make an enemy out of me. They will stare at the cold, unyielding monster they created, and they will know deep in their bones that there is absolutely no stopping my ascent. So let them gather their remaining friends, their transparent lies, and their false bravado. I will cut through their social networks with absolute clinical detachment. I will redefine their reality with the undeniable evidence of my success. They will beg for my attention. They will seek my validation, but I will grant them nothing but absolute vacancy. They engineered this version of me. Now they must pay the price of admission. Why should I apologize for the monster I have become? They are the absolute authors of this transformation. They are the ones who pushed me off the ledge and into the emotional abyss. But I am not drowning. I am rising from the deep, colder, sharper, and more determined than anyone they have ever encountered in their entire lives. I will show them what absolute concentrated power looks like. They will remember my name with a cold shiver down their spine. They will remember the specific day they arrogantly thought they could break my character, and they will curse that memory for the rest of their cyclical, predictable lives. I am the silent warrior of my own narrative. I am the unbothered entity that keeps them awake at 3 a.m, and I will reach the absolute peak of my potential while leaving them entirely behind in the dust of their own regret. Their desperate cries for my attention will echo in an empty room, a perfect testament to their own strategic folly. They wanted a monster. They received a masterpiece of clinical dominance. And the most terrifying part for them is this: I am just getting started.